Hey guys, okay, working on this 2019 Wacker WL32 here, and I just installed four LED flood work lights on the top, two on the front, two on the back, to replace the stock halogen lights that were drawing a lot of electricity. So the title of this video wasn't just clickbait. I mean, this does have a practical application for this particular machine and may have an application for your diesel or gasoline engine, depending on how it's set up. So with this machine, it has an 85 amp alternator, and sometimes what will happen is if you're at low idle, you've got all the accessories running, you got the fan running, you got the heater running, you've got the lights on, you've got the front halogen lights on, all that. Sometimes the alternator can have a hard time keeping up. Also, you can have belt slippage where the alternator is mounted there. And the 85 amp alternator can sometimes have a hard time keeping up, and you will get a code on the dash that says the voltage of the system is too low for the after treatment unit to function. So this machine, this engine, has an after treatment unit right here. And the reason not having enough amps, or not having enough volts, I should say, delivered to the entire system causes this to malfunction and send a code. So this has two diesel injectors, and they're like click type diesel injectors. So they click open and close very fast. And although you can apply 12 volts to them when you're testing them to open and close them, if you try to click them open and close very fast, you'll find that it won't work if you're using like a 12 volt power probe or something like that. You actually need to have the machine running and producing at least 13.5 volts in order for them to click open and close fast. So that being said, if your alternator is not producing at least 13.5 volts because you've got all the lights running and the belt may be slipping, blah, 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 whatever reason it is, you will get that error code. So in my particular case, I'm just trying to chip away at things. The short-term fix is just shut your lights off if you're getting a low voltage error code. The long-term fix, swap them out with LEDs. They are brighter, they are clearer, you can see better at night. They burn a lot less amps, to the point that I took a reading off my battery with I have like a Fluke multimeter that measures DC amps just by clamping it on. And we were burning 21 amps just from the top lights, and then I replaced it with these four LED lights I just got on Amazon. They're nothing fancy. They are burning 4 amps total only. So that's a huge savings in amps. And you could also swap out the halogen lights in these, although these two, when they're running, are only burning 8 to 9 amps, depending on whether you have the high beam, low beam, or what configuration you have going on there. So you could swap those out, and that'd take you down to like probably 2 amps, if that, maybe 1 amp. So that's another savings there. So if you have this particular machine, that is a good fix for a low voltage condition if you're having that error code a lot. You do want to check your belt first, because I mean, it's, you got to check this. Actually, I'll check this first before messing with the lights. But if your belt's slipping, you're obviously not delivering the full power that the alternator needs to produce the voltage that it can. So check that first. Make sure that's good and tight. And if that's all good, and you are producing a good voltage range at high idle, then just swap out your lights. So hopefully that helps some people with this particular machine.